You work hard. You show up every single day. So why does it still feel like you're broke? First, let's be clear, it's not just you, and it's not simply a mindset problem. Today, we're looking at the real reasons, the ones nobody talks about, and the ones you can actually fix. Hard work still matters. But on its own, it was never the whole story. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's working against you and exactly what you can do about it. Let's start with the part of this that genuinely isn't your fault. Wages have been rising, but prices have often been rising faster. Some economists call it a treadmill economy. You run harder, but you don't get ahead. It genuinely can feel like running in place because in a lot of ways that's exactly what's happening. Right now, over half of people are living paycheck to paycheck with little to no gap between what comes in and what goes out. Housing costs in particular have climbed faster than paychecks in many places, eating up a bigger slice of every dollar earned. Groceries, gas, insurance, the everyday basics have quietly gotten more expensive too, even when nothing dramatic seems to be happening. Now add a surprise expense, a car repair, a medical bill. Without savings, that one moment can undo months of progress. Right now, most people couldn't cover even a $1,000 emergency without borrowing. That's not laziness, that's a real widespread gap. And once debt enters the picture, high interest rates can quietly eat up money for years, long after the original purchase is forgotten. Here's one that sneaks up on all of us: lifestyle inflation. As income grows, spending quietly grows right along with it. Even money you do manage to save loses value sitting still, since rising prices quietly shrink what it can actually buy. Without a budget, money leaks out in small, invisible ways: subscriptions, small daily purchases that add up more than we realize. There's also this: if every dollar you earn comes directly from trading your time, there's a hard ceiling on how far it can stretch. On top of all that, most of us were never actually taught how money works. We're figuring it out through trial and error, often expensive error. Add the quiet pressure to keep up with everyone else, and it's easy to spend on appearances instead of on your own actual goals. Even hard work itself can miss the mark if it's not aimed anywhere specific. Busy isn't always the same as strategic. And without a clear goal, money tends to just get spent reactively, not directed anywhere on purpose. So really, it's a mix. Some of this is genuinely outside your control. Some of it is quietly inside your control. None of this makes you careless or bad with money. It makes you human, living in a genuinely tough economic moment. So let's focus on what you actually can control, starting today. Step 1: track where your money actually goes for just 1 month. Awareness alone changes how people spend. Step 2: start an emergency fund, even a small one. $500 can be the difference between a bad day and a financial crisis. Step 3: attack high-interest debt first. It's quietly costing you more than almost anything else you're paying for. Step 4: when your income goes up, let your savings go up with it too, not just your spending. Step 5: put idle cash to work. Even simple interest-earning accounts beat letting money just sit there losing value. Step 6: build a simple budget you'll actually stick to. It doesn't need to be perfect, just honest and repeatable. Step 7: look for small ways to build income beyond your main paycheck, even something modest to start. Step 8: invest in your own earning power. New skills and a well-timed negotiation can move the needle more than cutting coffee ever will. Step 9: set specific goals for your money. A clear target turns saving from a chore into a plan. Step 10: separate what you actually need from what you're spending just to keep up appearances. Step 11: keep learning the basics of money. A little financial knowledge goes a genuinely long way. Step 12: be patient with yourself. Real progress is often invisible right up until it suddenly isn't. Step 13: automate your savings. Moving money before you can spend it removes willpower from the equation entirely. Step 14: review your bills and subscriptions regularly. Canceling what you don't use is one of the easiest wins available. Step 15: remember that what you see online is rarely the full financial picture. Stop comparing your middle to someone else's highlight reel. Step 16. Celebrate small wins along the way. Progress that goes unnoticed is progress that's easy to abandon. Step 17. Revisit your plan every few months. Life changes, so your budget and goals should be allowed to change too. Step 18. Don't do this alone. Talk to someone you trust, or find a community that takes money seriously too. None of these steps require a bigger paycheck to start. They just require a decision to begin. Working hard was never the problem. Working hard without a plan was quietly working against you. You can't control the whole economy, but you can absolutely control your habits, your awareness, and your next decision. Being broke while working hard isn't a life sentence. It's a starting point, and starting points can absolutely change. Small, steady choices, even in a tough economy, quietly compound into real breathing room over time. You've already proven you can work hard. Now let's make sure that hard work finally starts working for you. If this made you feel a little less alone, subscribe, tell me which step you're starting with, and share it with someone who's grinding hard and deserves to catch a break.